Hello everyone, in this video tutorial just to make a sequential diversion, I thought to come up with two different interview questions for Core Java which we will discuss, and it is a very general question during Core Java development interview. So first question is, what will happen when we will store the same values of string type in two different string variables? So how exactly this pseudocode will be? They are telling two different string variables. So let's say string s1 and we will say hello world, and according to the question they have told what will happen if the same value has been stored in two different string variables. So I need to create one more string variable s2 equal to same value we must store in s2. Fine. So logically, how exactly the code, if we will print s1 plus we will print s2 also, so what will be the output over here? Whether the output will be hello world and hello world, or it will give some compilation error. Even if the if in case the output will be hello world and hello world, how exactly the memory management occur over here? So let us have a quick look on program. I am creating a new class in default package. Same val string is the class name, it's the main class. Deleting the unwanted data. Now string s1 equal to this is the string and value, and one more string s2 equal to, we need to store the same value. So let me just say yes. So now let us print s1 and s2. Now just execute the code to check whether it is working properly and we are getting the values or not. Yes, it is printing the values. Now how exactly memory management will occur over here? That is the answer. So let us understand about little memory management concept, how exactly JVM will take care. When we will talk about initialized variable, always the memory will, the address will get allocated in heap area. Why heap area? Because this is initialized, this is initialized variable. When the variable is initialized, always it will allocate the address space in heap area of JVM. So now let us consider we have same value and two variables. So how exactly JVM memory allocation will take over here? I'll just create a table. Let me create like this. Okay, so here let's say value 1 is 1 and value 2 stored in S2. Fine. But the thing is that the values are similar. So let's say this is a string pool. Let's say this is a string pool where multiple values are there. Let's say hello world is a value which we stored, and we created in small case. Now again hello is a value, and apple is a value, and test is a value, automation is a value, and this is a string pool. It's a string pool. Now when we are assigning the value to the string, we are initializing the string, internally what will happen? First it will check whether the same value is already present in heap area of JVM or not, or in string pool or not. Fine. So now if it is present, what will happen? If it is present, it will take the same address location and assign the variable to the same point the variable to the same address location. But in case the value is not present, for example, let's say string S3. Fine. String x3 is test 1 to 3. Fine. Now test 1 to 3 is a value which is not present in the string pool. So how exactly the memory allocation will take care? It will create one more address location and store test 1 2 3, let's say, and it will allocate one address. Fine. But in case of S1 and S2, what is happening? The same value has been stored in S1 as well as the same value has been stored in S2. If this is the case, how the memory management will happen? First it will check hello world is present in the string pool or not. So so initially it was not present in S. By using S1, we have used string S1 equal to hello world. That means hello world will be present in the string pool once we will execute. Now S2 again is hello world. Again it will check hello world is present. So hello world is already stored in S1 and it has a memory address. So what will happen? S2 will point to, it will not create another one space for storing hello world. What it will do, the value will be assigned to the second variable. So S2 will point to the same address location where S1 has been stored. Fine. So this is what the beauty of memory management. And the answer of the question is, when we will store the same values of string type to two different strings, then from the string pool it will recognize the presence of the earlier string, and the second string variable will be pointing to the same memory address without occupying the new address and storing the similar value. It will not store the similar value again in the new address. Fine. So I hope it is clear. Now next question is, why Java is simple? So very simple question and very easy to answer, but in many cases the candidates are giving or will give wrong answers for this simple question. The answer for the question is, Java doesn't have the pointer concept, does not support pointers. So, pointers is a complex concept which we already have seen in C and C++ programming structure, and which really makes the program architecture complex. It increases the program complexity, but Java doesn't support pointers directly. That is the reason it decreases the complexity of the program, and Java is simple. So, so it's very simple to answer for the question. Java doesn't support pointer concept directly. So this means the complexity decreases for Java programming. This is the reason Java is simple. So these two questions I wanted to discuss just to come out of the sequence, generic sequence of our learning process. So the objective is it will divert ourselves, as well as we can think about the type of tricky questions what the interviewer can ask when we are going to attend the core Java interview. So thank you so much for watching this video. Happy learning.